Hollywood's glittering world came to a shocking halt. Just when people thought they had seen every scandal, divorces, betrayals, and explosive feuds, nothing could have prepared anyone for the devastating news coming from Teyana Taylor's closest circle. Teyana, known for her grace under pressure, the woman who had faced heartbreak before without losing composure, now found herself completely exposed. Draped in designer silk, she was left reeling and heartbroken. The cause of her pain was someone she believed would be in her life forever. Aaron Pierre, the man she reportedly sacrificed so much for, didn't just leave. He didn't simply move on. According to insiders, he carried out what many are calling the ultimate betrayal. While Teyana publicly defended him and planned their future together, Aaron was secretly living a hidden life. This wasn't a random fling. This involved a love he had maintained since childhood. The most shocking part? Teyana didn't discover the betrayal through a text or phone call. She learned in the most painful way possible. A wedding invitation, meant for someone else, ended up in her hands. The wedding date was approaching faster than anyone could have imagined. The breakup wasn't about timing or personal growth. It was a calculated move that left Teyana questioning every moment of their relationship. Sources say the situation included secret messages, hidden bank accounts, and countless private moments that revealed the truth about Aaron's double life. The quiet of Teyana's luxurious home was shattered by a scream no one present will ever forget. A scream born of total realization. For months, she endured rumors suggesting she was only after Aaron's fame. She stayed silent, believing their love was worth it, only to find out she had been manipulated from the start. While Teyana reportedly financed lavish vacations and used her industry connections to support Aaron's career, he was hiding a completely separate existence. The so-called gold digger narrative wasn't just online gossip. It was allegedly a calculated plan by Aaron's management to make Teyana the villain, allowing him to quietly return to his first love. The shocking discovery came on a seemingly normal Tuesday afternoon. Teyana was at a fitting when a delivery for Aaron arrived at her doorstep. Inside was a custom-made bridal veil. Initially, she thought it was a prop or a gift, but a handwritten note inside revealed the truth. The note, from a woman named Sarah, someone Teyana had only heard of once, mentioned a white dress, a chapel, and promises made long before fame and Hollywood intervened. Teyana's heart froze. She didn't call him immediately or shout. Instead, she checked digital receipts and, using a password she had cracked months before, accessed a hidden online folder. Inside were images documenting Aaron's secret life, including celebrations, trips, and private moments with his childhood love, all while Teyana was on tour. She realized she had been nothing more than a stepping stone, helping Aaron's career flourish internationally. When she confronted him that evening, Aaron offered no apology, no denial. Witnesses said his explanation was cold and unfeeling. He claimed Teyana was too involved in the spotlight and that he needed someone ordinary. He told her he was leaving that night to fly to London and marry his first love. Teyana was left holding a wedding veil not meant for her, the remnants of 3 years of lies scattered at her feet. Before departing, he added one final cruel remark. He let people call her a gold digger because it was easier than admitting he never loved her. The public was stunned when photos emerged of Aaron landing at Heathrow with his new partner, a quiet woman holding Teyana's favorite flowers. Fans searched desperately online but only found confirmation. Aaron had left, taking Teyana's trust and dignity with him. Just as sympathy for Teyana was growing, a leaked audio clip surfaced from her home security system. It revealed her speaking to a private investigator. Her voice shook, but determination was clear. She vowed to find every document, every dollar spent, every signed contract connected to him. This wasn't just a breakup anymore. It had turned into a legal and financial battle. Teyana's team reportedly prepared a lawsuit that could freeze Aaron's assets just before the wedding. Rumors of the ceremony spread, but her heartbreak hardened into calculated action. She wasn't just hurt. She was insulted and ready to fight. Then came an unexpected twist. A London jeweler posted a photo of Aaron showing off a massive ring, mentioning an anonymous benefactor. Fans noticed a reflection in the diamond, a silhouette that looked eerily familiar. Questions rose. Was this woman real or part of a larger scheme? The deeper the investigation went, the clearer it became. Teyana had been set up. Someone she once trusted had manipulated events from behind the scenes. The wedding countdown continued, and Teyana was reportedly boarding a private jet to the UK, not to stop the wedding, but to deliver legal papers that could turn Aaron's celebration into chaos. Before takeoff, she shared one last image on social media. A photo of her and Aaron from a year ago, his face scratched out with a caption reading, "I've got a surprise for the bride." As her jet landed, the world held its breath. Was she really about to crash the wedding? Meanwhile, new leaks suggested the childhood sweetheart story was already beginning to unravel. As Aaron posed in the English countryside, appearing blissfully married, Teyana's legal team deployed an international asset freeze, ensuring the drama was far from over. The drama surrounding Teyana Taylor and Aaron Pierre reached new heights that no one could have imagined. Teyana wasn't just fighting heartbreak anymore. She was uncovering a web of lies, deception, and corporate scheming that threatened to destroy everything she had worked for. In a luxury suite usually reserved for heads of state, Teyana's team of lawyers and digital experts uncovered messages that completely changed the story. Aaron's so-called childhood sweetheart, Sarah, wasn't who she appeared to be. Encrypted communications revealed that Sarah was not a girl from Aaron's past neighborhood. Instead, she was a high-level corporate operative connected to a rival talent agency, tasked with maneuvering Aaron away from Teyana's influence. The plot was elaborate and calculated, and Aaron's public image of love and loyalty began to crumble. A leaked video from a nightclub, taken just 48 hours before the wedding, showed Aaron and Sarah celebrating. But Aaron didn't appear happy or in love. He looked like a businessman finalizing a deal. In the audio, Sarah could be heard saying, "Once the papers are signed tomorrow, Teyana can't touch a dime of the Kingsgate residuals." Kingsgate was a major project that Teyana had personally secured for Aaron, using her production company as guarantor. Suddenly, the gold digger narrative evaporated. The reality was far darker. Aaron had allegedly used Teyana's heart and dedication to fuel his career, discarding her once he reached the top. The marriage he was planning wasn't about affection. It was a legal shield designed to protect his wealth from the woman who had helped him achieve it. Teyana, however, still had leverage. As the wedding rehearsals began at a secluded chapel in Surrey, a leaked 999 emergency call reached the press. The venue coordinator whispered, "There's a woman at the gate. She says she has proof the groom is already married." Panic spread. Was Aaron committing bigamy? Or was Teyana referring to a legal marriage under California law that could nullify this new ceremony? Back in the United States, Teyana's mother, Nikki, went live on Instagram for exactly 60 seconds. She didn't speak. She simply held up a marriage certificate from a small Las Vegas chapel, dated 3 years ago, with Aaron's signature clearly beside Teyana's. The world froze. If they were already legally married, Aaron's plan to marry Sarah wasn't just betrayal. It was a crime. His flawless image was collapsing in real time. The scene at Surrey Chapel descended into chaos. Black SUVs swerved through the gates as Aaron's security team tried to block entry. Inside, Sarah, the so-called childhood sweetheart, reportedly screamed at Aaron as she realized the corporate marriage she was about to enter was about to implode. Teyana, who had once wept in her kitchen, now stood with icy focus, ready to reclaim control. As the sun set over the English countryside, a long-range drone captured Teyana on a hill overlooking the chapel. Dressed in a black power suit and holding a folder of documents, she no longer appeared vulnerable. Instead, she smiled, the kind of smile that comes from knowing the upper hand is finally yours. In 12 hours, the man who once called her a gold digger would be facing consequences he couldn't escape. Then came another revelation. A message from Aaron's phone to an unknown Paris number was intercepted. It read, "Trigger phase 2. Tell the police she's stalking me." The situation escalated. What had begun as a fight for love became a race to determine who would be held accountable first. Would Teyana be arrested before serving the papers, or was this phase 2, something even more dangerous? The wedding bells were scheduled to ring at dawn, but instead, the world watched a collapse of an empire. The chapel's morning light was not golden. It was bruised purple, reflecting the chaos of the night before. As the clock ticked closer, flashing lights and headlines swarmed the gates. Yet the wedding march never played. Metropolitan police vehicles stormed the driveway. Aaron's plan to frame Teyana for stalking had spectacularly backfired. Teyana did not flee or hide. She handed officers the Las Vegas marriage certificate and an even more damaging document, A forensic accounting report proving Aaron had siphoned over $2 million from their shared production funds into an offshore account under Sarah's name, just 48 hours after abandoning Teyana. This was not stalking, it was intervention to prevent a multi-million-dollar fraud. Inside the chapel, chaos reigned. Aaron, no longer poised in a tuxedo, was a complete emotional wreck. Sarah attempted to escape through a rear window, carrying a briefcase full of legal papers and Aaron's passport. The wedding of the century had officially turned into a crime scene. Teyana's final move was merciless. As Aaron was led away in handcuffs for bigamy and financial fraud, she approached the police cruiser. Calmly, she whispered, her words captured by body cams, "You said I was too much for a simple man. You were right. You're a simple man, Aaron, and I'm the price you can't afford." The fallout was immediate. By noon, every major studio removed Aaron Pierre's name from upcoming projects. King's Gate residuals, which he tried to steal, were legally returned to Teyana's production company. He had gambled on replacing a queen with a pawn, and lost everything. Teyana's earlier tears were now recognized as her greatest performance, not because they were false, but because they fueled the dismantling of Aaron's empire. Her final Instagram post from London captured the moment. Teyana sipping tea on a private jet, the Las Vegas marriage certificate prominently displayed beside her. The caption was simple, sharp, and savage. Her gold digger status had been transformed into victory. Marriage annulled. Debt reclaimed. Justice served. This story, one of the most shocking celebrity betrayals in recent history, continues to unfold. Exclusive footage, messages, and legal documents are still being released, showing the lengths Teyana went to secure her life and career. The lesson is clear. In this game, the queen always takes the king. Teyana Taylor has turned heartbreak into power, proving that even in betrayal, control and strategy can rewrite the ending.